Hey guys, it's Vanessa Terry here with Notary to Notary, and I want to show you guys how I was able to get started as a notary signing agent making $10,000 a month. When I first got started in 2015, I had no idea how lucrative this business was. So much so that I was able to quit my full-time job in 2016. Over the next few years, I've had so many successes and failures that I took all of them and bundled them up into a training program just for you. The training is available at notarytonotary.com, and there are two programs that you can register for: the Notary Signing Agent Training and the e-Notary Training. Make sure that your state licenses e-notaries before you register for that training. Once you register, you'll have instant access to the online training platform, as well as access to our live weekly interactive webinars with replay capabilities. Ready to get started? Register today at notarytonotary.com. Until then, happy signing!
Interested in working remotely from home with the ability to set your own schedule? Then contact Notary to Notary. Our online training program teaches individuals everywhere how to create and run successful notary businesses nationwide. Whether you're looking for supplemental or full-time income, we'll teach you the benefits of being a business owner, including time and financial freedom. Visit notarytonotary.com to learn more about our training program.
Hey guys, happy Thursday. Thursday, as they say. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having an awesome and amazing Thursday. I'm really excited for one because tomorrow, hey Nona, I am streaming on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So when I see my babies, I gotta say, hey, what you doing? Anywho, so first of all, I'm super excited to see all of you guys. I'm glad that you can all join in with me today. There's a lot coming up. Okay, so let's talk about it. Super excited because tomorrow I'll be in Philadelphia, Philly. How does the song go? I was trying to think of Fresh Prince song, and I can't get it in my head, and I've been trying to think about it all morning. How's the first line go? Hey, Tia. Hey, Shirley. I will be in Philadelphia with Judy for the Philly Notary Social. So also who will be there is Bill Soroka, Laura Brewer, Lori Morgan, she'll be there. A few other people too that you guys might know their names. So they'll be there. I'll be teaching. A lot of us will be presenting. It's great to be able to have a bunch of notaries in one space, especially when it's a difference of the type of notary that's going to be there. So you're going to have newbies, experienced notaries, all that mixed together. So it's definitely, I love when we're able to have events like that because you get to learn. Like, I know I'm going to learn something this weekend. I'm really excited about that. And a lot of you guys know I just got my wedding officiant license on Tuesday, and I've already booked 2 weddings. Look, okay, super excited. I have one that I'm negotiating right now. And literally it all just kind of, it's really not a hard process, guys. It really is just learning it. And this is something like, I know I'm marketing. Like, I know marketing. I haven't even really started marketing the wedding officiant service. And it's already, people have been messaging me online. So I'm just really excited about that in itself. So I will keep you guys posted on that as that continues to grow. I like it. And wedding officiant services, you can charge really anything because most states don't limit what you can charge. And so most wedding officiants or notaries who conduct weddings charge anywhere from like $200 all the way up to $1,500. Could be more than that, just depending on what you're doing, what's required of you, how far to travel. Listen, for me, I feel like doing these weddings, they're awesome and they're sweet and they're like, a super sweet, private, amazing moment, for people getting married, but it's a party. Y'all know I like to have fun. So I'm excited for these experiences, and I will definitely keep you posted as I do them and just give you feedback, especially if there's something that you want to get into. You guys know once I get into something, I definitely share the information with you guys. So and it was funny. I did a interview, which you guys will see, hopefully in the next few weeks this morning, where she asked me, how do you feel about, having training notaries that are near you, basically. And I was just like, same thing I tell you all the time. There's more than enough money for everybody. I don't care if you're my next door neighbor. It makes no difference because you're not going to stop my money, because I know that I'm going to keep pushing and doing what I need to do. And I firmly, wholeheartedly believe that there's more than enough money out here for everybody, and I think that the idea that there is not enough money comes from a poverty mindset. It comes from not having money, which created a paradigm in your mind of lack, and that, there's not enough when really there's more than enough. So you kind of have to switch your mindset about that. And it was funny because we were talking about, when she asked me, I said, how many realtors do you know? And she kind of laughed, and I said, exactly. You might know 30 notaries, but how many of them are actually successful and are doing it full time and making six figures, or even making decent money? A lot. And it's just honest. And that's any industry. If you go to any company, when you have a company, let's say you have a company of salespeople, usually it's only about, I think it was like 3 to 5% of the sales team make the bulk of the sale of the revenue, so it's in any industry. You may have 1,000 notaries in your city, but maybe only 50 of them are actually working the business and profitable. And that, and it's just human statistics or whatever characteristics. And it's something that I've known even from training you guys. You guys are my babies. So how many of you guys are in my course right now? Are you in my notary signing agent or e-notary or any of the other courses that we have? Yes or no, right? Next thing is, have you finished your course, right? Next thing is, have you done all the steps that I said to do in the course, right? So it's 3 levels to that execution process. It's 1, are you taking action at all, right? 2, you got into the course, are you doing it? Not have I started, but have you completed it? Have you done it, right? And then and I love y'all, but in me loving you, I'm telling you the truth. I have a lot of babies, I call my babies, who go through the course and Vanessa, I finished everything, yay! And then I go back and say, did you do anything? And they're like, oh. Or I have people who take the course and they're like, well, I did everything, I'm not making any money. You did what? I took the course. That's like me saying, oh, I want to learn how to do an oil change. Let me read this book. But if I don't actually go out and do the oil change, I'm not going to know how to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to make any money. So it's you can't just say, oh, I learned. You have to actually execute on what you learn, right? So one thing I tell all my babies is, as you're going through the course, so some people like to go through the whole thing. That's fine. If you want to go through the whole thing, then go back and do all the steps, that's fine, right? Let's say you say, I learn better if I do it that way. Or as you go through each module, let me finish that module. So let's say the first module, the notary signing agent, I think is what's a notary public? It talks about your handbook. Stop. Let me read my handbook. How many of you guys have read your handbook for your state? I know most of you didn't, and the reason why I say most of you didn't is because I know, because I screen you guys all the time when I have events, and majority of people don't read their handbook, right? So stop at that point. Let me go online, get my handbook and read it. Okay. Let me get my commission. Next thing, let me get my supplies. Let me, actually at doing it. I have people who oh, I went through the whole training and I set everything up, but I'm not making any money. And then I literally go through the course and I say, okay, did you do a Google business page? No. Okay. Did you set your credit card processing? No. Did you sign with these companies? No. So really, what in fact did you do? Okay. And I think that I've been training now for 3 years officially with Notary to Notary. And I think I've only had 2 people so far to date that have done everything I said and still was not generating the money they were looking for. And so what I had to do then was, okay, let me look at everything you got and let's take some massive action, because there's always a way to generate income. And then we were able to get them going. But 2 people, okay, in 3 years that went through the course and did everything. I did this. And most of it looked good. So I had to really put my brain on it. I said, all right, come on, let me figure this out, because now it's a challenge. And I'm telling you guys, most of you guys, if you just do it, you'll be fine. Most of you guys aren't even doing it, seriously. And that's okay, because we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So you might, like, so one of you guys Deidre said she completed the e-notary course. So my next thing is, okay, you completed the course. Do you have your digital cert? Did you get your seal? Are you on a platform? Did you apply with your state? Have you started marketing? Right? So it steps to this, okay? It steps to this. Now, there's that. So this weekend, I'll be in Philadelphia. So there's a thing. I did say I wasn't running any more promos for the rest of the year. Well, I wasn't running until the next holiday. But I'm going to be in Philly, and I know I'm running a promo for Judy's event. So I'm going to give you guys that to get into her course. Well, to get into my course, not to her course. But if you want to get in her course, that's good too, because I'm in her course too. Well, yeah, I'm in her course. And she taught on my platform in non-notary work. So if you want to learn how to do apostilles, wedding officiant, fingerprinting, what's the other one in there? Courier. It's a couple things that, and this is the ongoing training, but there's a full training for apostille in the non-notary work course. Okay, that's gonna give you what you need. Let me see really quick, make sure that I made this promo already before I give it to you. But so we'll be there. I'll be in Philadelphia in Philly. It's really weird when you say Philadelphia. I'm like, where's the right place? Yeah, I'll be in Philly this weekend. I'm really excited. How many of you guys are going to the Philly social? How many of you guys are going to the Philly social? So I'll be actually going to go to Pennsylvania twice. There's another conference I'm speaking at from Notary Today. I'll be going there. Then I'm speaking at Laura Buer's Notary Symposium, which is a virtual event. And then I will be at in Texas again with Sharon for the Notary Public Day. I believe that's in November, if I'm not mistaken. That should be in November. And so don't worry, I'll post all these out so you guys will, get that information. So yeah, it'll be just Philly. And you know what I want to do when I go? I want to definitely, if you guys are from Philadelphia, you got to tell me where the best Philly steaks are. Because you guys know I have to get my Philly steak. And it's from Philadelphia, so I hope it's good. Listen, I need the best Philly steak ever. So we're going to put Philly as the promo for 50% off. Dun, dun, dun. I gotta update it. Hold on. PHILLY for. All right. Save. Oh. Ta-da! All right. But anyway, so the non-notary work course will help you with that. We're talking about diversification a lot in this period. And so that's really a helpful way to pivot. Now, also this evening is the government contracting. Is the very last government contracting class. Okay, so if you are in the full government contracting program at notarytonotary.com, then you get access to today's event. You don't have to get into the full one, but if you do, you get access to all the previous events. So I think we've done 6 different trainings about government contracting. So we've talked about SAM.gov. We talked about WASB certifications, 8A, GSA schedules. We talked about how to bid on them. We talked about, it's a lot of information that we've gone over. And so each one is 2 hours. So can you imagine if we did 6, that is 12 hours of content, okay, of information for government contracting. And so this is the very last one. You said Gino's cheesesteaks were pretty good. Okay, I will check that out. Gino's cheesesteaks. I can't wait to meet you when you come to Sharon's event. I'm excited for it. It's going to be amazing. You have to go to South Street. Great cheesesteaks there. I can't remember the name of one. Okay, so South Street and Gino's. Got it. Hopefully, I'm going to write it down. South Street and Gino's. South Street and Gino's. Got it. I'm in the process of relocating to Nevada, so I had to temporarily pause. You're leaving me? Wait, Kiara, aren't you here? No, you're in Indiana. Okay, I'm in the process of relocating to Nevada, so I had temporarily paused on notary work. Can't wait to pick back up in a new state. And Nevada is really big for notary. So when you get out there, honey, you better rack up all the money. Okay, everything that you learn, take it to Nevada, and you can do weddings out there. And the wedding market is insane, honey. If you don't go to Nevada and kill it, we're gonna have problems. Okay. Anywho, where was I? Yeah, so tonight at 6 o'clock from 6 to 8, we have our government contracting class. But oh my gosh, guess what? Do you guys know what else is happening? So later, we have Launch Ron. Now you guys remember we do Launch Ron every year. So last year we did it. It was amazing for everybody who wants to work from home and learn how to do that. Where am I at? I'm in Virginia and still killing it. Let's get it. Launch Ron is our it's 5 hours. Is it 5 hours? Yeah, it's 5-hour event. 5-hour event. And it's on early bird right now. So if you go to Notary to Notary, yeah, the wedding market is insane. And you would be surprised because I guess I don't hear about everybody getting married that much. We will get married a lot. Like a lot. So I'm like, oh, I'm here for it. Let's do it. Like even when I went to get my wedding officiant license, there was a lot of people there that were getting theirs too. And some of them were coming from different places. Some of them were just, in Virginia, but people get married a lot. I didn't know that. But you got to think about it. I mean, there's millions of people in this country. Like, I'm sure people get married, I don't know what's going on. I'm not involved, but people get married a lot. There's a market for it. So anyway, Launch Ron is on early bird. It was actually on super early bird sale special. What do you call it? Registration. Thank you. So at the end of the day, the tickets for that are $127, but so okay. It goes in levels. So it's 3 levels. So if you get a ticket now, it's $47. If you get it in October, it's $97. And if you get it in December, it's $127. So they're on super early bird. So it's super early bird in September, early bird in October, and then November is just regular, which is fine. And so Launch Ron is really good. So Launch Ron has myself, of course, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to generate revenue in your e-notary business. So a lot of times, some of you guys are e-notaries now, and you're like, Vanessa, how do I get work, right? I'm going to teach you how to take your e-notary capabilities and actually generate clients to generate revenue. So in order to generate revenue, you need clients. So my whole training is going to be how you as an individual notary can get clients for your e-notary business. Okay. Oh, I'm going to talk about iNotarize in a second, darling. Don't you worry about that, sweetheart. If you had a course, if you have a course, you'll let me know. Yeah, so the wedding officiant we talk about in the non-notary work course, and I'm actually going to put more content in there now. So I have these templates that I created for my wedding officiant business, and I think it'll work really good for you guys. So I want to get that uploaded to the non-notary work course. So basically like an intake, like when you get people that call you, we have an intake checklist, an intake form, and then we talk about how to collect deposits because you're blocking off your calendar. So you want to ensure that people aren't just blocking off your calendar. Like I had 3 people request the same day, but I booked somebody for that day. But so far I've had 2 more people ask for that day. So let's say this person that I booked cancels, I would lose I could have made money with these other 2. So what I do is I collect a deposit from the first person. So even if they do cancel, I still make money that day. Hence why we do the deposits. Okay. And typically people do weddings like on the weekends, right? Saturdays and Sundays are really popular, but you could get them during the week too. So yeah, we'll talk more about that in the non-notary work course. I do have more content that I want to give you guys with that. Okay. I was trying to tell you something. Okay, Launch Ron. So Launch Ron is me. Susie from the National Notary Association. She'll be teaching as well. Amy from Cyberize It will be teaching. Roger from Secured Signings will be teaching. And then we do have a special guest that I will announce later that will also be teaching. And, I got to make sure y'all get a little excited. Y'all get a little excited. So it'll be a lot of fun. And then we have our Notary Explosion event, which will be later on this year. It's also on early bird. And we have Susie again from the NNA, Amy again from Cyberize. That one's an all-day event. It's like 8 hours. Both of these events are recorded. And the theme of that event is for 2023 is expand your notary business on your terms. Right. And so we're going to talk about how you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, can grow and generate revenue for yourself. But a lot of times, like we just, my whole idea behind this event is I want to give you guys more tools that you can use to generate income. And I feel like a lot of the trainings that you may see out and about now are really like surface level, like, oh, get a notary stamp, oh, get a notary journal, oh, this is an acknowledgement. There's nothing wrong with that. But how many of you guys already have that? And how many of you guys already know what acknowledgement is? And you need some more help with actually taking the skill set that you have and generating income, right? So that's what that's going to be about. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we have Daniel Lewis, who will also be in there. He's been a notary for 20 years, guys, and does it full time. And now for a lot of the time, he only did general notary work. Like, I think right now he still is only doing general notary work. He was NNA Notary of the Year, I think like 2 or 3 years back. He is definitely a wealth of information. And I think anybody who can build what he's built only doing general notary work and making a killing doing it is definitely worth listening to. Like, honey, because I can teach you. Somebody coming into this space that's brand new can make a killing with loan closings, like, quickly, because it's primarily signing services, title companies. It's not hard to do. It's more structured. That makes sense. But for you to make a killing with general notary work, honey, that takes a lot more work. It takes more skill because you're getting your own clients. It's market. It's a whole. To me, I feel like I think it's more. Not say more challenging, but I think it takes more effort to do. I definitely think it takes more effort to do. I think that, I know some of you guys are wanting to get into loan closing and you feel like loan closing is challenging. I just feel like in comparison between the two, to build a successful business, if I had to pick between one or the other, I know I could build it quicker with loan closing. And I know, because I know the market, I know the industry, I know how it works so much. It's so much more structured and easier to get into and to dominate it, that if I had to pick between the two for what would be easier, I would say loan closing would be easier to get in and to dominate that space and generate great income for yourself. I think general notary work takes more marketing capabilities because you're not going off of the strength of a company. So let's say, for example, I sign up with Sunshine Signing, right? I do an application online, I upload my credentials. I'm riding off of their marketing and their skills and what they do. They got to go out and get the clients. They just give me what they got, whatever they were able to go out and get, they give it to me. But when you do general notary work, you got to go fish for yourself. And so it's more work involved in getting clients. Now it's very doable, but it's on you completely, if that makes sense. Okay. I got an invite to the Better Business Bureau. What is your opinion? I think the Better Business Bureau is awesome, but it also depends on your goals. So I look at everything strategically. The Better Business Bureau lists you, and you have an A+ rating. Awesome. But they have so much more than that. They have resources. They have trainings. A lot of times you can use their facilities if you want to do something there. I think a lot of times we don't use all of the resources that are available to us. And that's something like I shared in the Facebook group. I shared it in the Business Grants Facebook group. JP Morgan and Chase, they have a program completely free where they will meet with entrepreneurs and coach them completely free. And I shared it into the Facebook Business Grant group. Okay. And I had my meeting this morning. And it was great, and it's amazing, and it's a free program. There's so many resources out there for entrepreneurs that honestly, I wholeheartedly believe in this country, there is no reason for you as an entrepreneur to not be successful and to not be generating income for yourself. The only reason why you may not be is because you are not actively seeking those resources. And in your mind, you might be thinking, oh, it costs money. No, honey, there are so many free resources out here for you that if you're not getting the income that you want and you don't have the systems and the structure and the marketing and whatever the case is, it's 100% on you. Okay. That's just some honesty for ya. Okay. Let's see. I'm in Maryland. I'm currently going to become a notary. We are here to help you. I would recommend our notary signing agent training at notarytonotary.com that goes over general notary work and loan closing. Okay, I'm in the state of Florida, so we actually do not have to get certified. I just have to set up my advertising. All right, let's get it. I would say one of the things that really helped me with wedding officiants is Thumbtack. It is a paid service, but it is good. There's a couple other ones out there that are good to get clients, and so, but that's a good one to start with. I'm a wedding officiant and a notary and have not gotten any wedding assignments. I'd like to find out how to generate wedding. I would recommend, once again, Thumbtack. And then get into the non-notary work course, and I'll be sharing some of the things that I'm doing to get work. One thing that you can do, I mean, it's a lot of things you can do. And not always, and I'm not getting on you, Janice, and this is not for you. This is for everybody else. And for you too. But if anyone is making money doing what you do, and they are in the same area that you are in, you are missing something. There is something that you're not doing. So never assume that, oh, there's just no money here. It's always, if someone else is making money in your area, you are missing something. Okay. And now you need to actively go out and find out, what am I doing wrong? Okay. What am I doing wrong? Or what am I not doing that's causing me to not generate income for my service that this person's offering and they're getting money for? Okay. You absolutely can. Our training is nationwide. Doesn't matter what state you're in. So back to this. So our I Notarize app preview party is September 23rd. It is too late to register. So let me put that out there, because everybody was asking, can we still come? We put the registration out at the beginning, was it like March, I think, for our July date, and moved it to September, but we still had it open for a little bit. So it's closed. There is no more availability. Please do not show up if you don't have a ticket. And the reason why is a lot of things at the event are custom. The food and everything, the seating arrangements are already prepared for everyone who did register. We will have virtual streaming if you registered. I may open up the virtual streaming. Again, I'm not sure. I just got to think that through to make sure it's not going to mess anything up if I do that. But yeah, so that is happening September 23rd. I'm excited about that. It's definitely been a journey. I think that as we get ready to close out this year, we still have, 4 months left. I'm excited to see where we're going to go from here. I'm excited. I mean, it's just been a learning experience. Every day it's just me learning something different. It's just like, okay, how do we do this? How do I do that? It's definitely one of you guys asked me about syncing your calendar, your Google to your Outlook, I think. And there's that app that my marketer just showed me today. It's called Fantastical. It is paid, but I think it's like $30 for the year. And it allows you to have all of them on all your calendars can sync together, because Outlook doesn't play well with iCal. And Google, it's just like a whole thing. But Fantastical with a C, I believe. I don't know how you spell Fantastical, the search it calendar. Allows all of the calendars to sync in one place, and then you can put it on your home screen on your phone. So now all your calendars are in one place. And so I just started doing it today, because I usually have to check 2 spaces for my calendar. So now I have 1 space. Yay! Love it. Thank you for the knowledge. It's much appreciated. You're welcome. I'm in New York. Can we find out if we need to be certified to become a signing agent? You don't have to be certified. You just need to have your notary commission. There's only one state that requires a certification, and then that requires a notary signing agent certification. I think it's Minnesota. I could be wrong. It's only one state though. And then Maryland requires a title producer's license. You do not need any other certification. Now, it's recommended to have the NNA certification because some title companies want you to have that in signing services, but it's not required. In Florida, you can only charge up to $30 to solemnize a wedding. So one thing I always say, I haven't read your laws, but you want to double check, because a lot of times the same like the notarial fee. You can only charge a certain amount for the fee, but you can charge additional fees. So let's say, for example, I charged you $20 for your will, but I charged you, because it was like 4 signatures and notarizations or whatever, but I charged you $30 for travel. Or maybe I charge you an additional $20 because you want me to come do it at 12 o'clock at night. So is it $30 for the signing of the certificate, and you can charge additional fees for travel or whatever the case is. You just read that. Typically when a state does not specifically spell out what you cannot do, you can typically do whatever that is, as long as it says you cannot do it. Okay, so just double check and read that. Okay. That's all the information. By the way, thanks for putting your story out there. You motivated me becoming a notary public a year ago. Aw, you're welcome. Okay, can founders attend virtually if you registered? If you registered, you're set to get a link. If you did not register, I have to figure out if that's going to mess anything up, and I will let you know. I honestly didn't even think any further about virtually until just now. So if you registered, you get a link. If you didn't register, let me figure out if there is a way that I can open it back up so you can register. I will think about that and send an email out this weekend. Okay. So there were lots of emails that went out and social media posts, all that stuff, and emails to the founders about the event. So that was earlier in the year when all that was happening. Okay. Instagram can't hear me. Oh, no, you can. Okay. A friend of mine married in an officiant's yard where the officiant had 10 weddings scheduled for that day. Each were allowed 1 hour. That is awesome. I hope I get to that point where I can do 10 weddings in one day and they all come to me. I do know of a lady on social media, her space, and I can actually do that here. Her space is amazing. And she does that. She books them out. I think she's called like Married in a Flash, something like that, like married in a second or Married in a Flash. But she just cycles them through like that. And so that is super awesome. If you can get that kind of traction in your business. What type of computers do not work for Ron? So typically it's a Chromebook. I have heard people say they were able to do a few things on there to rework it, but typically your digital cert doesn't work on a Chromebook. So just double check that. Okay. I'm spanking brand new to Notary Public. Today I filed my oath in Bonn and Cali. Congratulations. Wish I could get a ticket and get sent a recording of the event. I have to travel the day of the event. I understand why you can't. I'm just sad I'm missing it. We'll be doing another event in October. So that's for the iNotarize app preview. But we have lots of events that you can attend. Some of them are virtual, some of them are in person. Just check out notarytonotary.com and see what's coming up. I will see if I get y'all be doing a lot. Let me think. I probably can change the virtual. Let me think though. Okay, and I'll send an email out about it. Okay. There is government contracting today. That's from 6 to 8 p.m. You have to be registered. So either you register in the full course on Thinkific on our courses dashboard, or you go to Eventbrite and get that one-time ticket for just today's session. Okay, so I'll put a link to it on, I can't put it on Instagram. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to put it on Facebook and YouTube. But it's also on Eventbrite, okay? But yeah, so we set a goal to make $2,000 this month, right? Where are you guys at on your goal? Like, where are you? I've been booking some signings. Yay! I'm excited. So I have some next week. I have an inspection. I'll probably end up doing that next week because I took it today, but they give you a couple of days to knock it out. Plus, I'm going to Philly tomorrow, so when I get back. But it's been really good. The weddings count too, so I know I'm going to hit my 2,000 really easily. But I want to see where you guys are. So the last live we did, we set a goal for everybody to do this together. Where are you guys at so far? September 8th. The goal is to only generate, I mean, you can get as much as you want, but the goal is to make $2,000 for the month of September. Okay. Is the beta testing closed for iNotarize? No, we'll still be doing more testing. You don't have to do anything though. I don't even think, if you're not already signed up on the mailing list, I don't think there's an option on iNotarize site right now. Yeah, don't give me more homework, please. I don't need any more homework. Trust me when I tell you I have enough to do. Okay, listen. But I'm excited. So I have all the courses and I love them. I like it. So that means we're applying action. We're doing these things and we're making money doing them. Okay. I got back 3 inspection contracts. Yay! I love it. So you got to do this. I've done 3 apostilles this week and at $1,200. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, Vanessa Noel. I'm gonna make her come up here and tell you her story when I get her back in this building. She came to one of the sessions this weekend. My baby. Okay, so it is so cool because with the same name, but she always kept coming to the in-persons that we had in Richmond. We kept doing them by the airport. If you ever were out here, you know what I'm talking about. And she would come to every session. Once again, she hates her. Well, let me not put her out there. She don't like her job. She's still there. I'm working on her. She don't like her job, and she just wanted to quit. And I was like, I would keep pouring into her. I'm pouring into her. So one day she came and I gave her this book, and I forgot what it said. It said something along, it looked like a motivational thing about, you can make as much money as you want to, kind of thing. And she came to see me, and that's been a couple months, right? Probably at least like 3 to 4. And she came to see me this weekend, and she told me she finally got out there. She's been doing loan closing, she's been doing inspections, and she did an apostille. First one that she did, mind you, she had all of my courses and she learned all the information, but she was afraid. Her biggest thing was her fear of actually taking the jobs. And she was like, she would get them, but she'll panic, like, I don't want to do it, right? And so I'm so proud of her. It made me so happy because now she's doing it. She got her first apostille, and I think she said she made $400. She made $400 profit. No, $300 profit. I'm gonna do that. 300 or 400, one of the two, profit. And she said, hold on, Vanessa, can I just do these? And I'm like, you can go for it, baby. Listen. And so it made me so happy, but I was just excited for her because she's finally getting out there, doing the closings, doing the general notary work, doing the apostilles. And it really is just, you have to take that step and you have to encourage yourself and you got to get out there. As afraid as you might be, your success is going to come after you take that step, after you face your fears. That's when the success is going to come. It's not going to come beforehand. No one's going to do it for you. It's not going to be, it's not going to be, eventually I'll get comfortable, or no one's going to bring you money just because they want to. You got to get out there. You absolutely have to get out there and you got to shoot your shot. That's the only way you're going to make money in this space. You can't just get into it, take trainings and not do anything. No, you have to get out there and you got to get into the space, period. That's it. That's it. Like if you ask me, Vanessa, how do I make money? Action. That's it. Action. Yeah, learn and then take action. Like that's what I do all day. Like I can sit here and study about, and study and learn stuff, but if I don't apply what I learned, it served me no purpose, right? Besides now I have it in my head, but if I don't actually apply what I'm learning, and the other thing is that you have to learn to invest in yourself. I was talking to another student that came into one of the sessions. She was like, I watched so many YouTube videos, but it's all over the place. She's like, I'll watch one video and then, someone teaching in notary will be like, oh, don't do this. And then I'll watch another one. I was like, oh, no, do this. I had to give her some information. Basically, I'll give you guys a quick little synopsis where one, I don't know if you guys noticed that there has been a dramatic increase of notary mentors and trainers all over the place now. And that's perfectly fine, to each their own. But I was telling her, you have to be mindful. Online courses have seen a dramatic increase. I forgot the percentage. It's like over 100 or 200% of people who are building courses and teaching since COVID, right? So the online course market has dramatically increased. Now, let's say something specialized, like a trade, or maybe you can cook, or you want to do a parenting, or you want to do like a real estate, whatever. Now's the time to do it because there is a high demand for online trainings, and that's a whole other conversation that talks about where the college is, where it's fitting into, how people are getting their information now. That's a whole other situation, but. I was talking to her about that, and I just said, you got to be mindful of where you're getting your information from. My rule of thumb is you can tell a tree by the fruit it bears. If that person does not have the dollars to match what they're trying to teach you, then I'm not listening to you. And that's my personal preference, because for me, I think my time is the greatest commodity, right? And so you guys know that I'm going for my real estate license and now my loan mortgage originator license, right? So both of those I'm working on right now. So I started real estate, then I saw that when I was learning, loan mortgage, okay, let me do that too. So I'm doing that. And when I finish with my licensing, I'm not going to go to someone who just finished their license too. I'm not going to go to someone who's been doing it for 3 months. I'm not going to go to somebody who's been doing it for a year. I'm going to go to someone who is making a killing. Okay, I want to find out who's the monster in the space. And that's where I'm going to get my training from, because I'm going to shorten that learning curve. And so I look at my time as very valuable. And, if I go to someone who's been doing it for 3 months, They only have 3 months of experience. And they may know a lot. They may know more than me. I'm sure they do. But they have 3 months of experience. I guarantee you they're going to make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes in month 4, month 5, month 6, month 7, right? But let's say I go to somebody who's been in a year. They've already made those mistakes from 4, 5, and 6. And so when I go talk to them, they're going to say, hey, make sure you don't do this. Now, let's say I go talk to somebody who's been doing it for 5 years. They're going to say, they're going to know the mistakes of the person who's been doing it a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, because they've done it already. Right? You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to shorten my learning curve by going to someone, and it's not necessarily someone who has been doing it for a long time, but time is usually a good measure to go by, because as long as they're successful. Now, some people have been doing things a long time and they still don't make no money. So it kind of has to go hand in hand. But that's one thing I look at. I look at, how long have you been doing it? What are your credentials? And then I look at how much money are you generating? And that's how I'm able to see who I want to follow. And so I was basically teaching her that. And then to my point, she was saying that she was learning a lot on YouTube, but it was all over the place, and she didn't know what was right and what was wrong. And she's like, I would watch somebody and they say, oh, buy this. And I said, don't buy that. And it's like, I don't know what to do. And so I was telling her, like, I would recommend you take my training, because I'm going to teach you what to do and not to do. I'm going to teach you like what to buy and what not to buy. And that the way I tend to do it is, it's levels to people, right? So you have the person who's getting into the space who doesn't have any money to contribute. So I'm going to tell you how to get it with the least amount of money out of pocket. Okay, I'm going to tell you how we're going to make this work. Okay, we're going to put some Band-Aids together, and we're going to get you in the field, and then you're going to make some money, and then you're going to come back, we're going to fix it up and actually fit, and we're going to make it right. And then people who have, they have a little bit more. So, okay, you can go ahead and get it set up like this now. Right? Then you have people who have enough money already. They're like, oh, I just want to play, okay. So I'll tell you, okay, well, if you want to, you can get all of this stuff now and, move in this capacity if you want to, but it's completely up to you. So I can tell you how to do it. Doesn't matter what level you're on. Just depends on what your goals are, how fast you want to get there, and then what you want to invest into. And I can tell you, you can get into this space with very little money out of pocket. I mean, people have been telling me they drop like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just getting into it. For what? Like, it honestly doesn't take that much. It doesn't. I'm sorry. And it doesn't. It doesn't take that much. It really doesn't. Like, there are some things that, okay, I can see a price tag on, like eNotary. You got to get your digital cert. You got to get a platform. But you can get into eNotary with little money out of pocket, too. It's just how you want to go about it. I'm really big on, setting a plan. And this just to be transparent. Like, I grew up, what do you call it, like low income. Okay. I grew up, how we had to make a shake. We had to what do you say? You had to rub 2 pennies together to make a nickel. Well, I mean, okay. So that's my background. So my background is, I grew up with, okay, I grew up with very little money to play with. And so that being said, dang, I had to make it shake. So even to this day, yes, can I spend money frivolously? Yeah, but do I know? Like, I for the most part have transitioned from my poverty mindset, because it's a transition to change your paradigm, but I know how to get it when I need to. And so when I see someone else who's like, I don't have nothing, I can say, well, I've not had nothing. I've been less than nothing, negative. I'm going to show you real quick. I've had stories sometimes where, like, I don't even have money to get my commission application. And I will tell them, this is what we're going to do. You're going to do this. You got DoorDash? You got, I'm going to tell you, what you got? Tell me what you're working with. I'm going to tell you how we're going to get this $50. Okay. And I will get that real with you and say, okay, tell me what you're working with. Because I done been there. Okay. I know. I'm telling you, look at my face. Look at my face. Okay. I done been there. I've been at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. Okay. I've been there trying to figure out how you pay this and this at the same time. I don't know. We're going to have to finagle something. I'll tell you how you have like, I forgot who said it. Oh, I know who said it. Who was like, you got, what's it called? You got auto draft, and it's like, all right, let's see who get paid. You don't know who coming out. It's gonna say, all right, you better hurry draft it first, because there's only a select amount of money in that account. Listen. So my point is, you said your hustle has been strong. Listen, that's one thing your girl knew how to do. Okay, your girl knew how to hustle. That's one thing. You would never, if I didn't have money to make it work, you would not find me in the house. Okay, unless I was reading or doing something online to make money. I was out here. I was selling everything. Okay, I'm gonna sell everything. You gonna find me today. Listen, but that being said, it doesn't matter where you are. Like, I can relate to you if you have money, if you have a lot of money, or if you don't have no money. You can still get into the space. It just depends on where you are. You know, where you are in your life. We're gonna have to make a program that works for you. You know, like I had one of my students that was like, you know, oh, I don't have enough money to get the whole course. You know, I said, okay, don't worry about that. Just get part one, right? Just get part one, get your promo code, get part one. And the reason why I still make people typically pay is because you value what you pay for. If I give it to you free, it's like most people don't do it because like, oh, it's free and it goes in your email, right? So I still make you pay for it so you get value, so you feel like you know, okay, I gotta do this. Get part one. When you get part one, we're gonna do general notary work. General notary work is no money. It's commission and stamp. All you need to have is enough money for your commission and enough money to buy one stamp. So that's about $70, and you can get that door dashing. Okay, so you can spend one day, one whole day, and you can get in your car and you can DoorDash. Now, let's say you say, "Well, I can't DoorDash to my license, right? Because DoorDash sometimes is a little funny." Okay, we're gonna go on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, you can pick up some free stuff. You're gonna resell it, make some money. We're gonna figure this thing out. Like, it's a lot of ways you can make money. Well, honey, we're gonna make this thing work. We're gonna make this thing shake. Okay. And then from there, we're gonna build your general notary work. Google business page. It's free. I'm gonna help you. You can get that straight. You can get some calls. We're gonna get this moving. And so when you start making money, then we're going to get you some space, get you pay your bills, get some space moving, and then we're going to reinvest. And then you're going to build your loan closing. We're going to reinvest, and you're going to get your $70. You're going to get your NNA certification, and then we're going to get on these signing services, right? And honey, I'm telling y'all, when somebody is like, and so you have two different kinds of broke. Okay, you got broke that's comfortable with broke, and they say they're not comfortable, but they're comfortable because they sitting at home watching Netflix. Yeah. Then you got broke that's uncomfortable. I like the broke that's uncomfortable because I can work with that. Because I can't teach you drive. I can't teach you hustle. Well, I can teach you hustle. I can't teach you drive, and I can't make you get up. Okay. I can try to, incite you with motivating words, but that's only going to last for a period of time. It's only going to last for that hour that I talk to you. And it may residual for like 2-3 hours and then Netflix, right? I like the motivated broke person because typically a motivated person that has like that drive that doesn't have money, it's not because they don't want to, it's because they don't know how. But as soon as I give you, and I've seen, because sometimes I'll say, one of my babies, he was in New York or New Jersey. I sent him that list of 100 signing services, and he did them all in one day, and then called me back and said, "What's next?" That's what I'm talking about. I can work with that. When I get calls like that, it's like, honey, you done motivated me. Listen, like now I want to help you because now like your drive matching my drive, and we on the same energy level right now because you hungry too. I'm hungry too. Like we finna eat out here, and so I like that kind of broke person because I can work with that. Because no matter what I give you, you can do it. You just didn't know how to make the money. But now it's like, okay, now I have the tools, I can generate the income. Now I'm gonna go eat. Okay. And so it's levels to people, but it's okay. I'll work with everybody. I'll work with you still if you want to sit on Netflix and chill. I'll still work with you. I just feel like, a lot of times I say it all the time. Where you are, the amount of money that's in your bank account, where you are right now in life is a direct reflection of what you prioritize and what you hold as important. It's a direct reflection of your work ethic, period. I know you thought I was gonna be like, no, it's the economy. Oh no, it's the politics. Oh no, it's the inflation. No, it's you. And it's you. Okay. And it's you. And it's only you. I know. No, it's not your kids, it's not your spouse, it's not your parents. It's you. And it's just you. I know. It's so unfair because you had all your excuses right here. You were holding them up like, oh my gosh, but this and this and this. No. Throw all that down and say, no, it's me. I'm doing it to me. I know. Just say it. I know. My account's overdraft because of me. I know. Man. Right? My bills are late because of me. Right? Or maybe you're not in that bad, but it's like you still, I'm at my job that I hate because of me. Right? I'm not willing to take the risk and bet on myself because of me. Right? I have all these trainings and they're awesome and amazing, but I'm not executing because of me. Right? And so once you take ownership, you can fix it. But if you continue to say, oh, it's all these other things, now you're not responsible for fixing it. Now it's your parents' responsibility to fix how they didn't help you become the best version of yourself. But guess what? Your parents have moved on. Guess what? Your parents are doing their own thing. Okay? Trust me. I know. Okay? Your parents are chilling. Okay? Or, oh my gosh, my kids. No, still you. It's still you. But once you stop blaming everybody else, you can take ownership and then you can fix it. I relate it all the time to people's health. If you're not in the physical shape that you want to be in, that's nobody but you. Do you know why? You're the only person that puts food in your mouth. Okay? You are the only person that puts food in your mouth unless you are in a nursing home and you are being fed. You're the only person who puts food in your mouth. And you know what? You are the only person who moves your body. No one else can pick up your legs and make you walk, right? So it means you're the only person that controls what you eat. And you're the only person who controls if you work out or not. Okay, that's it. That's it. There's nothing else to blame. There's no one else to blame but you. Okay, so when you look in the mirror and you say, oh, I wish I was this way, blame yourself. Okay, and say, I know it sounds pretty, but this burger sound better, right? It sound nice, but the time it take for me to drive to the gym, baby, I don't know about all that. I need a cute workout outfit. I don't have a cute workout outfit, excuses. Okay. And all of that you will see, typically when you have that, you'll see it in different areas of your life. And that's what I said. A lot of times people say, oh, I want to make a lot of money. I want to be successful. Success is something that you become. It's not something you attract, something that you become. It's something that you get. You have to change what you do. It's your habits that make you unsuccessful. It's not that you can't find it. It's that you're doing things that successful people don't do. Success is not attracted to binge watching on Netflix. It's not. It's just not. I know I'm hurting your feelings, and it's okay because sometimes you need this. Okay. Success is not attracted to just belligerently spending and not knowing what's in your account and not taking accountability. There's so many, procrastination. Success is not attracted to procrastination. It's not. Success is not attracted to, oh, I just do a little bit. And I can be honest, if you have that list of, and this is a perfect example, if you have that list of signing service between 50 and 100 and you've only done 2 or 3, I'm talking to you. Okay. You're showing what's important to you. Now, if you're saying, I have other things that I'm doing and me building my notary business is not as important because I have other things that are happening that is generating income and okay with that, that's fine. But if you're one of the ones who are saying that I want to make 6 figures, I want to do this, it's so important to me because I hate my job, but you've only signed with 2 companies, it's not important to you. That's the reality. Did you have a cookout on Labor Day? Did you? Did you eat lots of burgers? Did you play? Did you have fun? You could have been working. Okay. Where are your priorities? Where are your priorities? You just had a whole 3 or 4 day weekend. What did you do with it? Did you squander it? Were you drinking and smoking and eating food all day and laying around with your friends and family watching Netflix and chilling? That's where your priorities were. Okay. That's where your priorities were. So don't look confused. I know you're like, Vanessa, you're being mean to me. I apologize, but I'm being honest. That's where your priorities are. Okay. Over the Labor Day weekend, I worked on my courses. I was working on my loan mortgage originator license and my real estate license because that's important to me because I want to get that done because I know the income I can make with it. Now, could I have had a cookout? Could I have done someone else's cookout? Could I have been doing all that other stuff? I could have. But it's not going to help me meet my goal. Not only that, since you're trying to lose weight, I can't be sitting in no cookout, just stuffing my face. That's counterproductive, holiday or no holiday. That is counterproductive. And I know me, we got to be honest with ourselves. If I go to somebody's cookout, guess what? I'm going to stuff my face. You know why? Because food smells good to me. And if it smells good, I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to get 2-3 plates. Why? Because it's free and it's sitting there. And I'm sitting here, my kids are playing. I'm going to stuff my face. And then I'm going to get home tomorrow and be all like, oh my gosh, I need to lose weight, right? No, priorities. So I didn't go to anybody's cookout because I didn't want to stuff my face, right? I wanted to work and I wanted to make money. But whatever you do every day, today, tomorrow, yesterday, is a direct reflection of what is really important to you, not what you wrote on your vision board, not your affirmations, and not what you say out your mouth. Your actions are a reflection of what is really important to you. There's a quote someone said that he said, I can't hear what you're saying because your actions are too loud. I can't hear what you're saying because your actions are too loud. So you could be saying all day, I want to make six figures. But are you really taking that effort? Are you signing with the companies? Are you doing the website? Are you doing the trainings? Are you doing the marketing? Are you doing the direct marketing? Are you going to title companies? Are you doing the e-notary? What are you doing? Your actions are speaking louder than your words. Okay. People can talk a good talk all day. And you know this. It don't take nothing to this. I can say right now anything I want. But my actions are what's real. My words are nice, but they don't necessarily, they're not tangible results. Okay. Your actions, and that's the thing, like you can talk all day, but your actions, what you actually do, your habits, and you guys, if you have not listened to Bob Proctor, you need to. Bob Proctor talks about paradigms, and he talks about what you do is oh my gosh, so deep. You think that you're just doing it because you chose to. No, I guarantee you the majority of things that you do is from your paradigm and from your culture. Okay. And so what you do is a direct reflection of what you think you're capable of. And like, it's so deep. And so you have to work on your paradigm. Okay. You have to work on, why am I doing these things? You know, you might know, I use that example all the time. We all know how to be healthy, right? You ready? And I'm gonna let y'all go after this. Okay, we all know how to be healthy, right? Right now, in the chat, tell me, how do we be healthy? How can you have a healthy body? Put it in the chat. Because we all, for the most part, we're in America. We all went to public school or private school, either way, or homeschool nowadays, depends on where you were raised. But typically, it's all over the place. How are we as humans to have a healthy body? Drink water. Eat a good balance of fruits and vegetables, and exercise. How many of you guys have never heard that before in your life? Okay. How many of you guys have heard that all of your life? Drink more water. 8 cups a day? Okay, they say something like that. Or a gallon a day, whatever. Okay. Eat your fruits and veggies. Not eat the sugar, not eat the steak. Now I say you can't have that, but that's not what they said. Water, fruits and veggies, exercise, right? So we all know these. Now, how many of you guys are not in the shape that you want to be in? How many of you guys are not technically the healthiest? How many of you guys are obese? How many of you guys do not have the physical stature that you know you should probably be around to maintain a healthy lifestyle, so that way you do not develop diseases, which is dis-ease. Your body is in dis-ease. It's stress, right? High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. How many of you guys are not in the shape that you need to be in, although you know how to do it? Paradigms. You know because you have the facts, right? You don't do it because you were taught not to, through family, through culture, through who you're around. Whoever raised you, not your parents, not talking about your parents are part of that, help build your paradigm. They told you what was okay and what was not okay. And this is a perfect example, and I see it all the time. How many times have you seen overweight parents and you see overweight children? Okay. That's a visual that you can relate this to. But how many of you guys see low income or broke parents and see low income or broke children? Okay, it's not by happenstance that happens. It's paradigms. Okay, if you're around people and you're raised by people who do things a certain way, you build those habits and you're going to do the same thing unless you decide to break that habit. And that's something that takes time to do, but you can actually start doing it. The first step is to acknowledge what it is. And I do this all the time. And it's not fun, and it is not easy, and it sucks. Because you're changing yourself. Like what you were taught was right. Even if no one put words to it, you were taught that. Okay? And so you have to change your entire being. You have to rewrite your code that was programmed into you from a young adult or young child up until now. So the way that you generate income for yourself was taught to you. You were taught by your parents. How many of you guys are in the same field as your parents? How many of you guys are living the same kind of lifestyle as your parents? Okay. You are typically, when you see entrepreneurs or successful business owners, they breed successful business owners. Okay. When you see people who work jobs they hate and they work it their entire lives and they say, oh, but the security and the benefits, and you see their kids do the same thing. You might have parents who went to college and got degrees, and then their kids would do what? Go to college and get degrees and do the same thing their parents did. It may not be the same field, but it's going to be pretty similar in the structure of their life. You know, who you date, when you date them, when you have kids, do you travel, what you eat. You'll be surprised if you look in your refrigerator right now and go to your parents' house and look in their refrigerator. It's going to be really similar. Why? Because you were raised off the way your parents ate. So if your parents ate certain grocery items, you typically will eat the same thing. Now, of course, everyone's not the same, but my point is you need to step back and ask yourself. And I tell you, I do this all the time. And I've been doing this for probably the past 4 or 5 years, and it's life-changing. Take a step back and ask yourself, what am I doing and why am I doing it? And your first thought won't be right. It'll take some time. You have to go back. What you got to do is you got to sit down and you got to ask yourself, when did I start doing this? And that means you got to go down memory lane. You know, a lot of times you go at who did I see do this first in my life? Why did I copy them? Who were they in my life that I started to copy them? You know, and then you have to ask yourself, I got it from them. Is that the life that I want? Does anyone else do this differently? You know, and then you ask them, does it make sense? Is the results that I'm getting what I want? You see what I'm saying? And then you have to break that thing down. And I'm telling you, it's not fun. It is not fun. Okay? It is not. And sometimes when I do it, I get angry. I might cry because I get like a revelation. You know, it could be, but it helps me figure out my paradigms. It helps me figure out, you know, why do I not like doing certain things? You know, where did that come from? Where did the procrastination come from? Where did the bad money management come from? Where did the sporadic? There was a guy who was talking about that. A lot of people who are low income will get a big check and blow it because they're like, oh, it's the only chance I'll have at happiness. So they blow it instead of investing it because they were taught that, because their parents did that. They'll get a lot of money and they'll blow it really quick because that's what you do. And so he was talking about how people in poverty stay in poverty because they're taught to stay in poverty. And so it really, you have to ask yourself, even if you take a step back from all of the deepness that I just did, and ask yourself, you know, why am I not successful right now? Like, what am I doing? Like, how many of you guys are at work right now? Okay. If you're at a job that you don't like, why are you still there? Why are you sitting in that chair? Think about it. Who told you to do that? Why are you there? You are there because someone told you that it was a good idea. And you might say, well, I picked the job. Yeah, but you didn't pick the circumstance. Someone told you that it's okay to work a job that doesn't pay you what you need in order to be happy. And someone told you that it's okay to work a job that you don't like because everybody does it. And they didn't say it with their words, they said it with their actions. And so you said, okay, well, everybody does this. Everybody doesn't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm a person. I'm not an alien, I promise. A lot of people aren't doing it. But everybody you were around was doing it. Everybody you grew up with was doing it. And so now you stay there because that's your paradigm. And you might watch me talk all day and get motivated and get excited. But guess what? It's going to take more than me talking to you right now to change your paradigm. So you might get motivated, but most of you guys won't get up right now and walk out and quit. You know why? Because your paradigm is so strong. It's so strong that it sounds right. It sounds right. But it's like, wait, this is like breaking everything that I was taught. Hold on, wait a minute. And we're taught to stay in our comfortability. And so you're going to continue to sit there in that chair at work because you were taught that. And so until you get enough of me talking or someone else talking, or typically the only way you can break a paradigm is with repetition or trauma. Okay, so a traumatic event will break a habit. Okay, how many times have you done something that you didn't want to do, but something really bad happened? And you're like, oh my God, I cannot do this again. Okay, trauma will break a habit. I related a lot to a story I told you about how I used to wait till my gas tank was about to be on E to get gas, or I ride it on E. Like I still got a couple miles until I ran out of gas, and the situation was really bad. And it traumatized me to the point that I no longer wait. I typically fill my gas tank when I'm at half a tank now, and I don't even think about it. I always do it because that traumatic event broke the paradigm that I had that I'm gonna go ahead and ride this gas tank till it gets to E. So now that traumatic event broke the paradigm. Okay. And so typically you need a traumatic event or repetition. So repetition, let's say nothing traumatic happens to you at work, so you don't quit and you don't try something else. You're going to have to repetitiously listen to content or people or read things that will change your mind. And that's the hard part, because most people don't like reading. When's the last time you read a book? Okay. Most people don't like reading. They don't like reading. They don't like to take courses. They don't like to invest in themselves after they turn 21 or after they finish college. They go, that's it, I'm done. And so everything else in your body is continuing to grow and age, but your brain stops. You think that I don't have to learn anything else. That's it. So you let everything else continue to change, but your brain no longer does anything. What is that? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't, period. And so that being said, it's going to be really hard for you to change your paradigm because you don't see the value in reading, but you see the value in going to cook out and sit on the couch all day and watch Netflix and chill. Paradigms. But I will continue to keep telling you these things, and hopefully the more you listen to me, you'll begin to change your mindset about it and know that you can change your life. You are the artist of your canvas. You're the artist of your life. Okay. And you can do anything you decide to do. Now you can choose to live a life where 8 hours, a third of your day, is given to something that you do not like or hate, or something that is just not giving you the passion that you want. Or you can get up and do something different. Every day is a choice. And a lot of times we take life for granted. We feel like we have so many more days, but I guarantee you a lot of people died today. A lot of people didn't wake up today. I don't know how many days you think you got left. Okay. It's only when you are fully aware of your mortality do you truly begin to live. Okay. When you really understand that this could be it. This your last day. What you going to do? If this was your last day, would you be happy doing what you're doing right now? I'm just asking. I have this quote now that I say. I had to take a long drive yesterday. And so when I was coming back, I wanted to go to see this movie but I drove 12 hours yesterday. And I got back, and it was like, I was getting back around 8:30, my GPS said, and I was going to go see a movie at 9. And I was talking to a friend of mine, two of my friends actually. They were like, how are you going to see a movie? You are driving for 12 hours. Aren't you exhausted? Why don't you go to sleep? And I said, well, if I go to sleep, there's no guarantee I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'm going to use my day, my entire day. Every day that I am given, I'm going to use it all. I'm going to soak it all up until I am thoroughly exhausted, and that's all I have left. Then I'm going to go to sleep. And then if I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be super excited. It's like a video game, player one, right? I get to go back in, and what else can I do? And that's how I view life. And you don't have to view it that way. But it helps me be in it. Jesse Itzler is another guy. He used to write down, based off the average lifespan of men in America, he would, I think it was like 78, he would count 365 in a year, days, and down to his age. So he would figure out how many days he would have left. And he would mark it on his hand. He put his hand on his wrist and he would write it down. And so he remembered, it might say you have 20,000 days left, or it might say you have 17,000 days left. And that reminded him, like, that's not that many days. And then he would even make it different. And he'd say, okay, that boils down to 15 summers. You have 15 summers left. What are you going to do with it? You have 10 summers left. What are you going to do with it? When you think about it that way, it's like, listen, hold on. And that's just banking on you are eating healthy and you are working out and your body's going to last that long, right? That's banking on, a natural event doesn't happen or whatever the case is, So it's like when you really understand your mortality, that's what drives me, because it's like, when I do leave this place, I want to make sure that, honey, I laid it down. And I don't feel like right now I laid it down. And that's okay, because most people that I follow, like the motivational speakers that I follow, they say the same thing. Like, I have so much more to give. But you got to think about it. Me, them, we're pouring out. We're doing new ideas and starting new companies and doing new ventures. And we're like traveling the world. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you just going to work every day, 9 to 5? Then you might go to a restaurant on Friday, partying on the weekend, and do it again? Is that it? Is that all that you feel like you get to do on this it's a whole planet. There is a whole planet. Not only that, people are starting to go to outer space now. Listen, stop playing with me. Okay? There's a whole planet. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to wear new clothes? Are you going to try new restaurants? Are you going to learn new language? Are you going to meet new people? Are you going to travel the world? Are you going to see what you can literally do with your mind? Are you going to push your body to its limits? Are you going to see what else is out there, or are you done? A lot of people, they live until they're like 25 and then they die, but they're not buried until they're 70. Y'all heard that quote before? A lot of people live a great life. They live until they're about 25 and then they die, and they're not buried until they're 70, because we stop living. We stop dreaming. We stop trying new things. We stop traveling. We stop taking that, dancing in the rain. We stop trying the new restaurants. We stop getting all dressed up and going out with our friends. Like, we stop wanting. We get bogged down in bills and life and miserable adults. And it's just like, ugh, I'm not doing that. Now, you can join the happy train, okay? And we will have some fun. Or you can continue to be the walking dead. And I think there will always be walking dead on this earth, because I just think that's the way it is. I don't know. I just don't know. But I will not be there's nothing about me that is complacent. And it's funny, and when I grew up, I didn't go get my food, but when I was growing, I was always like a really loud, hyper eccentric person, and people always thought I would calm down. Nona can vouch for that. Didn't calm down at all, did I? And I did try to a little bit like blend in with people as I got older, but now, honey, gloves are off. Listen, I'm going to do anything I want to do at any point in time, because I can, and so can you. That being said, I hope that I encouraged you to push beyond your limits, because there are no limits. Your limits are self-defined. They're whatever you say they are. If you say I can only go up 2 flights of stairs, then baby girl, guess what? You're only going up 2 flights of stairs. Or you can say I've only previously done 2 flights, but now I'm going to try another one. Okay? How far are you pushing yourself? Like, it's just, life is amazing if you truly decide to live it. It really is. So I hope I encouraged you guys today. I was not even planning on talking all that today. I really wasn't. My plan was to come over here and just talk to you about some training. That was my plan. My plan was to talk to you about the next events for Notary to Notary. And I don't even know how we got here. I really don't. I don't even know how we got here. But we got here for a reason, and someone needed to hear that. So I'm glad that we got there. And I love you guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome, amazing Thursday. And if you want to get connected with me, definitely follow us on all our social media platforms. Get into the training, promo code Philly for 50% off. Get into the trainings, the events happening tonight. Honey, listen, all we're going to do is run forward. That's it. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. It'd be really cool if one of y'all, I just want that my job. That would make me so happy. I would be so happy, honey. Look at my face. I would be so happy. I would be like so happy. I needed to hear this today. My goal is to take accountability this month and change my procrastination habit. I love it. You guys are so welcome. I will see you guys the way go. I love you guys. Be awesome on purpose. Until next time, happy signing. Doom, 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 doom. That's it, y'all. That's all. It's 6:00 on. Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarization.